Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So recently I was talking to a cardiologist, and one of the things they mentioned to me was the benefits of using Coenzyme Q10. Now in this situation it was regarding the benefits to the heart and his cardiac patients, but it did make me really want to go and explore Coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10 as some people call it, because I've heard of its benefits, especially in terms of giving people more energy, and I'll be honest, I didn't really understand why or how it works. So I went away, did some research, and now I can share what I've learned with you all. We'll explore what it is, what it does, where to find it, and more. So grab some snacks, sit back, and let's get into it. Coenzyme Q10 is actually something that is naturally found in our bodies. Now, by looking at the name, you may think it's an enzyme, but it's not quite. It's a coenzyme. So what that means is that it works alongside enzymes to help and support them. Now, enzymes are involved in all kinds of processes and reactions that take place in the body. A coenzyme can help these processes go faster and be more efficient so that you get better results in the end. Now, the main thing that CoQ10 is involved in is energy production. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned that energy gets made inside your cells, but more specifically within what is called the mitochondria. Now, it's a long process with many steps, but the end result is ATP, and this is the energy currency of your body. Anytime you need energy, ATP is used. Final step in the process of making ATP involves what is called the electron transport chain. Now, again, if I was to go into detail about this and how it all works, we would become a biochemistry channel. But Coenzyme Q10 is involved in this specific part of energy production. It works as an electron carrier in the electron transport chain. So long story short, in the electron transport chain, electrons get transported from one protein to another, and this creates the conditions that allow for ATP, or energy, to be produced. And Coenzyme Q10 is one of the things that transports these electrons. At this stage, you don't need to know the specifics, just that CoQ10 is needed for this to happen efficiently. So if you do not have enough CoQ10, this process gets interfered with and you get less energy production, meaning that you cannot sustain the energy needs of your body. So you may feel tired, fatigued, and all that fun stuff. Now, aside from being involved in producing energy in our bodies, it is also known for being an antioxidant. So if something is an antioxidant, or it has antioxidant properties, what this means is that it helps protect the cells in your body from being damaged due to oxidative stress. Now, oxidative stress is caused by something called free radicals. These are highly reactive molecules that cause damage to cells, proteins, and DNA. And the damage caused by free radicals has been found to be associated with a few health issues, some of which are heart disease, cancer, and just aging in general. Now, what antioxidants do is they essentially neutralize these free radicals. In simple terms, they will pair up with a free radical. This calms down the free radical, and it becomes far less reactive so that it isn't able to cause all the damage it usually does. Now, there are a few types of antioxidants. Vitamin C is a common one, but for now, I'm just going to focus on Coenzyme Q10 because that's what this video is about. So, CoQ10 has antioxidant properties mainly because of its structure. It has a very unique chemical structure which includes a quinone group. It looks like this. Now, this group gives CoQ10 the ability to accept and also transfer electrons. This ability is why it's an antioxidant. Free radicals get neutralized when an electron is donated to it, and CoQ10 is able to donate electrons thanks to this quinone group. So, the more CoQ10 you have around in your body, the less damage these free radicals can cause. So that is hopefully a simple explanation of what Coenzyme Q10 is and how it works. There is a bit of depth that I have missed, but it's quite heavy on the chemistry, so I have just given the basics. Now, the next thing I want to go into is the health benefits of CoQ10. As I mentioned at the start of the video, CoQ10 can be beneficial for your heart. A large part of this benefit is linked to the fact that CoQ10 is involved in energy production. Your heart is one of the most energy demanding organs in the body. It needs a hell of a lot of energy to do its job. So since CoQ10 is needed to make ATP, it can make sure you have enough energy to allow your heart to continue functioning well. But also remember, CoQ10 is an antioxidant, so it protects your heart and also blood vessels from those free radicals. Free radicals have been found to cause damage to heart cells and can contribute to a few heart issues, so this protective function can be quite useful. There is one other benefit to heart health though, and that comes from the fact that CoQ10 can actually help to relax blood vessels. This results in reduced blood pressure, which we now know is a risk factor for more heart issues later on in life. So CoQ10 can help reduce blood pressure, maintain proper blood flow, and prevent hardening of arteries. How does it do this? Well, it's involved in the production of a molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a strong vasodilator, which means it relaxes blood vessels, allowing them to expand and increase blood flow. And this leads to reduced blood pressure. Another common benefit of CoQ10 is just energy levels in general. There is a lot of research out there to show that people experience increases to energy when they take extra CoQ10. This is of course directly due to the role that CoQ10 plays in energy production that I mentioned earlier. And the last thing that I want to touch on in terms of benefits is in terms of aging. Many people will talk about the anti-aging properties of CoQ10. Now, it doesn't stop you aging or anything that miraculous, but because it is an antioxidant, the damage to cells that it prevents does mean that things like your skin, muscles, brain, heart can go a bit longer before the signs of regular aging appear. So, for example, wrinkles on your skin sometimes are a result of damage caused by free radicals, so having an antioxidant around like CoQ10 can prevent the onset of wrinkles and skin damage. In fact, the overall protection to your cells all over your body that CoQ10 can give is what I believe can help with the anti-aging properties. Many signs of aging have been linked to free radicals causing cell damage, so it just makes sense that having an antioxidant like CoQ10 on board will be helpful. So we now know what the benefits of CoQ10 are. You might want to know where to find it. Well, the easiest way is just through food in your diet. CoQ10 can be found naturally in certain foods, although I will be honest, they are usually in pretty small amounts. Meat is a decent source though, but you will find that it is organ meats like liver and kidney that contain the highest amounts. If you happen to be someone that is able to stomach organ meats, then they are a great source. Fatty fish is another option, so that is things like sardines and salmon. Now, if you don't eat meat, whole grains, legumes, and nuts like peanuts also contain CoQ10. In all honesty, while yes, you can find it in food, with the typical Western diet, people would probably get 3 to 6 milligrams a day, which isn't a lot, and definitely not enough to get the effects. Supplements are much more common and they give much larger amounts. Now, doses from supplements range from 30 to 200 milligrams, sometimes even more, but all of this information is a bit useless if you don't know how much you actually need. And the research seems to point to a bit of a range when it comes to doses, and it does seem to depend on what kind of benefit that you're after. So, for example, for general health and energy support, most people find that 100 milligrams a day is suitable. For heart health, I have seen recommended doses from 100 to 200 milligrams, and in some cases higher than that. But if you were to go higher, that would be under the guidance of your doctor. Now, for the anti-aging and antioxidant effects, 50 to 200 milligram is usually used. Many of the products, though, that you actually can find will have 150 milligrams or 300 milligrams per tablet or capsule, so that ends up being the realistic range that you can take from supplementation. So there you go. That's a bit of an explanation about Coenzyme Q10 and how it all works. There are still a few benefits and reasons for taking CoQ10 that I didn't mention in this video. They are less common reasons, so I just stuck to the main ones for now. I may make a follow-up on some other benefits because it is a bit of a larger topic, but if it's something you want to try taking, just make sure you do have a chat with your doctor, especially if you're someone that has existing health conditions already, just to make sure that it is suitable for you. It's not a miracle supplement, but there are some really good potential benefits, especially in terms of providing more energy. So hopefully you all learned something, and if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more. I put out a new video each week. I will see you all next week, and until then, keep playing the long game. Mm-hmm.